I, for 40 years, have played golf swing, not golf. Superb style.
No worries.
Really strike is what I want to get back.
So we're always using the path to let the face rotate, not using the face to try and control it, then try and force a path. So just go onto your left side for me again, grip it with both hands and notice how that feels over there.
Excellent. What this is allowing you to do now is actually release the golf club.
As opposed to releasing early and then trying to have to manipulate something to get a strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of whip into it now. That's awesome. The ball is part of the whole event, but it's just the middle of this somewhere. It's not. It's what you're going to recognise as the forces that take you to the finish.
Yeah.
The ball's just part of this thing, like the golf shot. What do you like from the session?
I want to regain strike. I've totally lost strike. Distance-wise, everything's kind of concertinaed, so I don't know, from 6 iron up to probably 3 wood. There's not a lot of difference in the distance because I'm not striking them properly. So really, strike is what I want to get back, and to be able to consistently hit a shape. Don't mind whether it's a draw or a fade, but I'm still kind of two-way missing a bit at the moment.
Okay.
I, for 40 years, have played golf swing, not golf.
Yeah.
Because I'm constantly thinking about what I am doing to me and the golf club, and I've got no thought about what I'm doing to the golf ball.
Yes.
Just so you know what I'm doing, I'm aiming for the 150. I'm going to try and just sort of draw it onto it. Superb style.
No worries. I want to go on the grass first, just to have a look at the interaction with the ground.
Okay.
So you can start to get an understanding of what this thing really needs to do, because it's not doing it. So it's like, well, how does it do it? And where would I potentially need to be to allow this to happen?
Okay.
Because if I'm not in the right space, this can't function. Now we're going to look at where we make the divot. So just move your left foot across and stand, use your tiptoe for balance, and just make some divots there wherever you feel that bottom out. Now left foot back. Now move on to your left. Right foot, just use your tip on your tiptoe like that. And look at the difference between those two strike locations.
Yeah, it's enormous, isn't it?
Massive. So weight on the right leg shifts you into this space, weight on the left leg shifts you into this space. Yeah. So just go onto your left side for me again, grip it with both hands and notice how that feels over there, where the ball is. Keep the club there now, put your right foot back. Cool, notice how far that is.
That's miles forward. Wow.
Okay, now that's pretty extreme, but we're going to stretch the system first. We stretch the limits and then we can start to go back to wherever we feel, but wherever we feel is optimal. But first we've got to explore our capability. What we're exploring is where we actually probably want to be to open up the potential to tap into these things you're asking for.
Yes.
Which we need momentum. We need momentum in this direction, and this direction. Yeah. We need momentum.
Excellent. What this is allowing you to do now is actually release the golf club.
Whilst the club is moving in this way, down, and you can release, as opposed to releasing early and then trying to have to manipulate something to get a strike.
Yeah.
Job. So it's creating the opportunity now for you to extend to release the club instead of you to have to go down.
Yeah.
Because now you can let the club just swing down through to the low point, because it's still going on. It's going to a place under the ground.
Of course.
So you're releasing this golf club on its journey to the low point under the ground.
Yeah.
We've got blind spots in our movement which are preventing us from moving as well as we could. There's the embedded motor patterns of the previous swing. What we've got to do is start to override.
Yeah.
Okay, so to do that we need to first of all explore our movement potential and how we can move into this space with the whole body. These are important features of your movement you need to recognise. because that's going to make it so easy to shift into space with momentum. And now you're building momentum, and then you can stop it and transfer it through further up the chain. Notice how much control you've got over that board.
Yeah.
You can tap it when you want, at the speed you want. Exactly. No wobble kind of going on here, no instability. It's like bang, bang, you can
Go faster or
faster, slower. Notice the extension of the body at the end.
Yeah.
When you threw it, look at that extension down the left side.
Yeah, and I can really feel the
Left
weight
side's
down through
lateral
my
flex too.
left heel.
And as that goes back and extends, you can go up now. So check that's it, your chest can go up and back. Because if you were throwing a ball now, where would your chest go? If you were throwing a ball, that's it, but your chest goes.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's really going, it's extending, which is, it's going back.
Yeah.
It's going back away from the direction you're throwing.
Yeah.
Because you're counterbalancing this. Put a little play around actually on the carpet with that, see how that feels now with interaction with the ground, shifting and popping off it. Different feel?
Yeah. My hips feel so much more active.
So the divots after you've gone up. Yeah, well done. Excellent. You're hitting the ball in real lateral flexion, but in actual hip flexion, lots of flexion. We're extending. Well done. What a finish. Awesome.
Yeah, and I can really feel my weight down the left side of my foot there as well.
Very good. Different feel?
Yeah, massively different.
What we're opening up now is the opportunity to swing the club. This is a golf swing. Because the vertical gives you the swing. You couldn't use the vertical before.
No, it didn't exist even.
No. But by shifting, you've got that low point forward and it's moving down, which is letting you go up. Yeah, you can shift and go down to spring, and that creates the divot. Excellent. Well done. Such a different feel with the arms, isn't it?
Massively, because I'm finishing where I would normally expect to be a fade finish.
Right.
Which, yeah, over there.
What's going to create a draw, okay, is shifting. So if you think about, let me just show you on here. So when I swing and shift and go down, what I'm actually doing, theoretically, my low point's further forward and down, even lower.
Yeah.
That's giving me the opportunity to push and go vertical.
Yeah.
And as soon as I go vertical, this thing releases. This outraces the low point to the surface because it goes faster.
Yeah.
When I'm doing this, I'm shifting my low point and giving myself the opportunity to use more force. So the long drive champs are down here, and
Yeah, and then that's forcing the club on
naturally the club's on the way out towards the low point. But what you can also do, you can be really cute with this, is you can start to shift the low point directionally left or right. It's not just forward of the ball, it's like, do you want it to go that way or this way?
Yeah.
So now you can actually start to shift. This is what the lateral's for. It's like if I want to throw a ball over there into that corner,
Yeah.
I'm going to move that way first and then fire.
Yeah.
So I've got the linear action, and it's like the emergency stop in the car. That stops the sequence fires.
Going where you want the club to go.
That's
not where
coming
you want the
later.
ball to go.
Exactly. Because we've got to swing outside of the start line. Wherever we want this ball to start, we have to be swinging for a draw out to the right of
beyond
it.
that, yeah,
So
of course.
theoretically, we're directing our swing to create that
A long way out.
path right of where we want the ball to start, because now we're creating the opportunity to let the face rotate inside the path.
Yeah.
So we're always using the path to let the face rotate, not using the face to try and control it, then try and force a path. What you can explore, if I can borrow the club, is the movement of the divot. So you can go shifting the divot. I wasn't, so look at the divot out there.
Yeah.
I could go, and then we want it further forward but out to the right.
Yeah.
So it's still in the same direction but further forward, but I didn't do it while I was down. I was still going up to get it over there.
Yeah.
So we're still a bit too loaded into the ground as we're striking the ball.
So it needs to be coming up.
We want to be unweighted from the ground. Look at that.
You got a birdie.
Awesome.
So it's actually going vertical sooner and
Let that go.
doing nothing with the club.
What you said earlier was that struck home. That was
interesting when you said I feel my arms extending. You are, as soon as you go vertical, the arms extend and
Yeah.
release, but they're releasing it down through to the low point. So more down and up on the way back.
On the way
So, yes, that was it, yeah. There we go. Brilliant. Excellent. Different feel?
Yeah.
So we want that on the way back. We want that lift on the way back. What lifts can drop. Yes. Otherwise, if you're staying level, or if you're not lifting, then you've got
hard to
limited
go
drop.
down,
It's hard.
yeah.
It's almost forced. There we go. It doesn't have to go up a lot. It just goes enough to get momentum to go down. Let yourself shift into this space. It's quite an extreme space. Yeah. Not with the club. You were using the club then. Yeah. Just feel the shift. Then the spring. Because you're going to be springing and going back as the club goes. That's it. Yeah. You're going to be shifting into that place to spring back out of it. Yeah. So you get the draw.
Yeah.
How far you can shift into that place to let yourself spring back out. That's what we tested. Sharp.
Thank you.
Let's use the walking action now to rotate the pelvis. So rotate the belt buckle, so we can get the speed from the feet with the balance pads. But it could also, and you can also let your weight shift. You can let the knees, that's it, collapse in to move across. So let your pelvis shift as well. On the back foot,
Yeah.
rock it forward to throw the club on 1, 2, and then drop into 3. But the club's still up there, you see. So the loading of the body into the ground naturally tensions the body, loads the wrists.
Yeah.
Loads wrist, shoulder musculature, that complex. If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to club head speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos. You can sense it's under the inertia of the club. Back your back foot, throw it forward on 1 to get some more forward momentum. So 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Separated the system, the chain. Good, and then stay in 3 and then spring to go, and that's your 4. And you can feel where this snap, hold it there, takes you to, there's your finish. So you start to recognise, looking where you're going, up there you can start to feel where this place takes, this movement takes you to this place. So the body gets comfortable with this. There's a finish you recognise, there's an identity to your swing, there's a style, and there's a finish that is expressing that style. It's kind of, that you recognise, it's your finish. It's where the forces take you. That finish is where all the use of these forces takes you. See, we've got to find, we've got to know what that is. That's a big part of our blueprint.
Yeah, because that's where we're going.
It's a big
Where
part
we're
of our,
going, we can't get there.
exactly, it's a big part of the blueprint. Amazing that. The ball is part of the whole event, but it's just middle of this somewhere. It's not. It's what you're going to recognise as the forces that take you to the finish.
Yeah.
The ball's just part of this thing, like the golf shot. So you throw it forward 1, 2, 3, and boom. Well done. Excellent.
Such a different flight then as well and everything, isn't it?
Yeah. That was nice.
Shot.
There's a flow to that.
I knew that was going to be nice.
See the difference in the distance?
Yeah. Like you said, just from there I knew it was going to be nice.
Yeah. Bit of whip into it now. Awesome.
Shot.
Very good.
Yeah, that makes such a difference, doesn't it? I can feel the club still kind of behind me, as opposed to releasing when I'm still here.
Shot.
Nice one.
How's that one feel?
Yeah, that felt lovely. That just zipped off the club.
Well done.
Nice.
Different feel to it?
Yeah, yeah. It's such a powerful feeling, the vertical, isn't it?
You can feel where the snap of the club's coming from.
Yeah, I never really felt that at all.
That's awesome.
Great
Wow.
shot, Ian.
That's a massive hit.
Wow.
Awesome. And this is what you play around with on the range
Yeah,
and fine tune it.
absolutely.
All right.
Really brilliant.
Happy
yeah.
with that?
Very much so.
Well done, Ian. Brilliant.
So different, so
Awesome.
different.
That was a brilliant. That was amazing.